Greetings, family. Much love, honor, and respect to the whole house of Yasharel. Hearing now these words of wisdom from your humble brother, Thaddeus. Now, let me start off with giving all praise to the Most High and to the Most High alone. And let us continue to appreciate all that He does for us and all the wisdom that He puts on our hearts, minds, and souls. Okay, let me continue on this lesson. Today's lesson is going to be loving with your actions rather than with gifts and words. I'll start with a scripture from Genesis 29:18 and continue on to 20. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter. And Lavan said, it is better that I give her to you than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had for her. Now, Jacob didn't just say, I'll serve you 7 years for your younger daughter Rachel. Lavan took him up on that, and Jacob carried through with it. He served 7 years, but even then he didn't get Rachel. He got Leah, and then he had to work 7 more years for Rachel. And then the whole time, Rachel and Leah had to sit back and watch as he worked 7 years. And then Jacob married Leah. Rachel had to watch 7 more years as he worked for her, and eventually he got his wives. And this is all the more significant today because we can't just say, I love you, I want to be with you forever, all these sweet things, and then when it come down to it, you're not even trying to be around that person anymore. You blocking them and you calling them all sorts of nasty names, and then you committing adultery and fornication behind their back. This is why these actions, how we show our partner, how we show our wives and husband how much we mean to them. We show them how much we mean to them by taking on some of the burden, keeping a household intact. One person clean, one person cook, one person work. You have to be a unit. Now, I'll also refer to Genesis 2:23 to further explain this point. And I'll be continuing on to 25. And the man said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his woman, and they shall be one flesh. Right? We are made to function as a unit, and to further prove that point, we can't even stay with our family. We gotta move out and have our own household to where we can show the Most High that yes, we are indeed one unit. We are indeed one household, and we will be fruitful, and we will multiply, and we will labor for the benefit of this household, and the children to come will be strong and edified, and they'll have a proper example of how a household is supposed to be, so that when they take their own husbands or wives, they can continue that, right? These actions are important because not only do these actions show for today and tomorrow, but they continue on through the generations. Just like with keeping the commandments, and how the man is supposed to teach the commandments and the woman is supposed to raise the children. Those actions carry on through the next generations and the children yet to come. Let me also refer to Genesis 18:6. And Abraham hastened into the tent unto Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes upon the hearth. Abraham relied upon his wife at that moment. His wife didn't have the luxury of knowing why he came into the tent and asked her to make that bread, but she made it. And Abraham felt comfortable. He had to rely upon his wife, just like how your wife has to rely on you. It's all about doing what we have to do for the betterment of our households, right? And that's just what I wanted to go over with this lesson. And I also want to say, though we may give these nations a lot of grief, it's necessary. Our recompense, as a part of our recompense, these nations are going to have to work for us and labor for us. But before we even get to that point, I just want to say, and this is all a part of loving with your actions. So these nations say they want to be closer to the Most High, and they want to get to know our people more and receive more knowledge and edification from our people more. Well then, any of us have Cash App or PayPal? Let's show these nations. No, we ain't got nothing to show them. Let these nations show us how much getting closer to the Most High mean to them. Because that money could really go to somewhere important. A lot of us got bills we need to pay before we get to where we're going. We got gas we need to pay in order to get to where we're going. We got all types of stuff we need to pay for. Let these heathens show us. They want to be closer to the Most High. They want to know more about our people and be more respectful and be obedient to the Most High. Well, they got to obey us. I'm going to put my Cash App in the comment section. And I suggest for, Elder Brother Deshaun, Elder Brother Yuda, Rap the News, let's start holding these nations accountable, right? Let's have them donate to us. Let's have them show themselves approved to the Most High. So that concludes my lesson. All praise to the Most High and Most High alone. Much love, honor, and respect to the whole house of Yasharel. Please keep studying and keeping the commandments. And that concludes this lesson. Peace.